Welcome to Business Office Specialist, the online version. This disclosure that you're looking at, first off, notice that this is my regular Valley High disclosure. This is not specifically written for this online course. Okay, one reason I did that is because I'm hoping that we're going to get back into school, or that maybe next year we'll be running kind of a hybrid program where we'll be partly in school and partly out of school. So I needed something that was standard, that was the same everywhere, and so I'm just running with the regular Valley disclosure. This first quarter of Business Office covers the computer ethics and word processing basics. A little bit of computer history is going to be thrown in there, not a lot. And then we're going to cover computer ethics, including acceptable use policies like the one the Jordan School District uses and other businesses use. And then some copyright basics, including Creative Commons, which is kind of a new copyright thing a lot of people don't know about, but it's pretty nice for when you're trying to be creative on a computer. And then we're going to get into our word processor basics, some simple stuff, some formatting and some layout kind of garbage, and hopefully in the word processing most people will already know some of the stuff. Hopefully those people will have an easy time with it. It's not really meant to be confusing, or it's not meant to be difficult at all. I just want people to cover the basics in this class and give you the experience with word processing. Generally speaking, our district machines that you may have borrowed from the school do not allow people to use Microsoft Office, so we're going to be using Google Docs instead. It works both ways, it's just a little bit different. So for this particular course we're going to focus on Google Docs because I know that nobody's actually in school at this time. And then we're going to finish this up with some business letters and probably a final test, that kind of thing, to make sure everybody is following along and getting stuff done. During this closure business, everything that we're going to do is done in Canvas and Google Docs. All right, it works on all Chromebooks. It'll work on any machine you want to use. It will probably not work on a cell phone. Some of this might work on your cell phone, some of it probably won't. With everything in Canvas and Google Docs, in our Canvas class, everything I put in is going to be listed under assignments. So you click an assignment, there's the instructions, the video, whatever there is for that assignment, and then the worksheet, whatever it is, the file that you need to download. All of those graded assignments will sync automatically with Skyward if you're using Skyward at the time. If you're doing this through a packet, you probably won't. If you are using Skyward, you need to know that Skyward is the official grade, not the Canvas gradebook. Canvas does not give you a letter grade, A, B, C, F, that kind of thing. That will only show up in Skyward. So in order to find out your grade, if you're in a class that is running through Skyward, you need to look in Skyward for your grade. If you're doing this through a packet, you can just look in Canvas and ask questions if you need to. So make sure you're checking Skyward regularly. If you see anything wonky, because remember, it's really hard for me to check all hundreds and hundreds of students I've got flowing through here. If you see anything wonky with your grade, your setup, something that's inconsistent, shoot me a message through the inbox and I'll take a look at it. That will be fine. Okay, that's the Canvas inbox. That's over on the left-hand side of your screen. It just says inbox. That's the messaging system. Emails are okay. You could send it to mybrian.grimshaw@jordandistrict.org. That's fine, but if you do it through the Canvas inbox, everything stays in one location. So when I want to answer your question, I have to log into Canvas anyways to answer that question, and then I have them both at the same spot, which is fine. But you also need to understand that as soon as I get a message through my inbox in Canvas, it automatically shows up in my email anyways. So if you put it in Canvas, then you've got it both places. If you put it in only an email, then it only shows up in one place. So Canvas inbox is a lot better. Make sure you follow the directions to submit your assignments through Canvas. You are not emailing your Google Docs to me. You are not sharing them with me. You are submitting them in the Canvas assignment. Right here, make sure you are logged into google.com with your school email while you're working in Canvas. Those systems are linked. They will only work if you use the same credentials for both sites. Okay, let me say that again. Make sure you are logged into google.com, maybe in another tab, somewhere, with your school email, your my.jordandistrict.org email, The same way you log into Canvas, those should be the same while you're working in Canvas. If you do that, everything should work fine. You should get the files, they should be ready to go. You should be able to submit the files. You don't have to worry about sharing or any kind of settings there. It just works because that's the way the two systems were designed to work together. If you keep everything in Canvas and Google as much as possible and you're logged into both at the same time, things should work beautifully. Okay, which means you should not have to share your Google Docs with me. You should not have to ask for permissions to view Google Docs. You should be able to see it all, do it all, have it all right there between the two systems. So please keep that in mind. We're going to have a great time working online. It's going to be fantastic. Everything's going to work and everything's going to be just great. Glad to have you here. I can't wait to get started. Let's get rolling.